Hi Beatrice, this is Christina. This is a video that I was mentioning about in the group doing an SEO audit and some suggestions on how to improve your online presence. I did a little bit of research, so I'm just going to go ahead and dive right in. Now, as we know, any consumer, if they're looking for a product or a service, they go to Google and they type in a keyword in the search bar there. And for example, your future client's going to be typing in mobile car detailing Riverview. Now, whenever we see a location at the end of that, whether Riverview or Tampa or Florida, that tells us that's called a buyer intent keyword. That tells us that is a local consumer looking for a local business to get a service done right away, right? So they have that higher buyer intent. And based off of convenience, they're going to be contacting these three companies first. Now you're listed right there, and this is what we call the Google Map pack. So that's absolutely perfect. That's where you want to be listed at, because if you're listed in this section right here, you do get the most visibility and, of course, the most clicks converting to new clients, right? So really great that you're listed within the Google Map pack there. Now, this section down here is what we call organic listings. Now, these are websites that have Google's requirement of having a minimum of 1,500 to 2,000 words of content on a homepage. And it's really important for that because, one, what drives the content are the keywords within it. So, for example, if you had mobile detailing Florida all over your homepage, or Tampa, for example. I know Florida is kind of a big state. So if you want to do Tampa, because I know it looks like you guys are right outside the Tampa area. So if you want to get more visibility, right, get more customers, get that broader customer outreach. So if you had mobile detailing Tampa all over your homepage, you're going to rank for that keyword, right? So Google knows how to rank your site accordingly. Now, obviously, these websites are considered like preferred websites in Google eyes because they have those keywords right within the content. Now, another reason why content is really important to have on your homepage is the more that you have, the better, because Google bots, they crawl websites 24/7. The more content you have on your homepage, the longer they stay on your site and the more keywords you can get indexed for your site. And that really broadens your customer outreach, right? It really enhances your visibility. And then also, too, the more content you have over your competitors, the better, because then you're going to rank above them. Now, really important to be listed within this top 3 section here. And I know this is Yelp and Facebook. It looks like that's for actually a business there. It looks like that's them right below. But to be listed within the top 3 here, you get the most visibility. And, of course, definitely beneficial to be listed in the Google Map pack. And I just wanted to see here if your website was listed. And it's not really important to get on the first page. Because 98% of consumers do not go past the first page when looking for a company to contact. Now, and I also looked here like mobile car detailing Tampa to see if you would come up in the Google Map pack because, again, you are right outside that area. So I was just curious. It doesn't look like you are listed there. So there's a number of ways on how to improve your rating. Now, you guys are really visible within the Riverview area. But to get within the Tampa area, now I'd have to do a little bit to see what service area you have listed, because if you just have Riverview, that's obviously why you're just coming up for that area. I would maybe add your service area or change it to where you're more county-based, and that will really help broaden your customer outreach. Or if you have Riverview, I would add Tampa. That would really help. Make sure you have 750 characters in your description there. Business description, do weekly or bi-weekly posts where you have photos. Make sure those photos are geotagged to the area. And also make sure you're commenting to your reviews. That'll really help. But again, you're really in the top section there for Riverview. But if you want to get into Tampa, that would be my recommendation. Okay? So taking a look at your website here, you do have great photos, by the way. I love your photos. And I've worked with a number of car detailing companies and also some window tinting companies. So having good quality photos is really helpful to have on your site. Visually appealing, right? The only things that I noticed would be one thing I would recommend is having a click to call here. So instead of having a login, I'm not sure why there's a login there. Oh, you have a membership. But I would have your phone number here so that when somebody's on a mobile device, they go to the site, they can click on it and call you right away. That really helps with conversion rates. I love that you have veteran-owned. Definitely thank you for your service or your husband's service, for your family service. Definitely really great to have that on there. Okay, so you do service the Tampa Bay area. So That's what we were talking about earlier about your Google business profile. Now, to get in the search results for your website, that's where you would want to have, and I'll show you here in a little bit what I mean, but have a menu here where it says service areas, and you would want to have a back page. For each of those service areas, definitely the high populated ones have content that we talked about, right? And having keywords within it to drive that content so that you can index for those keywords, okay, if that makes sense. So that would be my recommendation, right? Get that click to call, get those back pages on there for those service areas, and then get more content on your home page, right? And get those keywords that I mentioned about earlier on there. That'll really help get your website listed. And let me just show you here what I mean by having keywords on your site, right? So that you're indexed for certain keywords or getting visibility within the Google search results. This is a paid program that I pay for every month. It helps me with my research and my website audits. And it shows me the behind the scenes, right? The data that's going on behind your website, how well your website is working for you. And as you can see here, there's no data, right? So that's telling me Google doesn't know how to index your site. And I was just looking here. So the keywords that you do have are more branded keywords, but you're definitely within the lower range. So you're like, within the 10th page there. But let me show you the advantage of getting the right keywords on your site to where they get high traffic volume, getting people to click on it, right? And then essentially getting traffic and then converting to new clients. So let me show you here. Now this is one that came up, I think within Tampa, right? Top section there. Not a great looking site, right? It doesn't, visually it's not appealing, but it has keywords all over it. As you can see here, like mobile car wash Tampa, mobile car detailing Tampa. Those are all two separate keywords. And as you see, all the bolded ones, now you don't necessarily want to visually have it like this, but it's working for them. They're getting indexed. So this shows you don't have to have a great looking website to get indexed, but in just my opinion, I think visually clients like seeing a nice website. But anyway, talking keywords here, he has keywords all over the place, right? And that's helping him get into the search results because I'll show you here the amount of traffic he's getting to his website. And as you can see, these are all keywords, right? He doesn't necessarily have the back page with the content, but he has the keywords on here, right? And as you can see, adding these all up, he doesn't have a good amount of content. But, I mean, keywords all over the place, right? And he even has them down in here. And then also, too, he has, so about us, this might be, okay, so these are the back pages I was talking about. So he does have them. As you can see, this is Clearwater Beach. So, of course, he's going to be having, this is Tampa Bay area. Okay, so here's like keywords within it, right? Okay, and more keywords, okay? Content, keywords, right? Definitely key to really get your site indexed. And it looks like, of course, he breaks it down to the services, to the different types of cars. So like exotic car and ATV, motorcycle, right? So that really helps him get indexed for those types of keywords. And then auto detailing, right? Okay, I'm sure these are. All right. Now let me just show you the amount of traffic he's getting to his site. He is listed in the top, in the organics. Now look at this. That's the amount of people going to this site every month, just based off of the keywords he has on his site. Now I'm not going to spend too much time going through all because we kind of saw, but let me show you the amount of traffic a lot of these keywords have. So as you can see here, mobile car detailing Tampa, 250 people are searching for that every month, and he's in the second position. This is a different variation, right? Look at the amount of traffic volume every month, okay? And you saw the amount of keywords in different service areas. So as you can see, getting the ones that really have that high traffic volume, and even the ones that don't have that much, this is every month, but when you combine the two, right, that's still a lot of volume going to your site. That's being searched for every month. Now, being the top position, obviously, you're going to get the majority of those people going to your site, right, because you're the most visible in the organics. But really beneficial to get keywords on your site so you're able to get indexed for those search results. They really get visibility going to your site. As you can see here, he has 15 pages. I'm not going to waste your time going through all of them, but as you saw on his site, he has a lot, right? But by having those keywords on his site, I mean, look at the amount of volume. That's all the traffic going to his site every month. Now, of course, they might be calling to either get more information, get an estimate, what have you. But even to say 20% of that converting to new clients every month, that's substantial, right? Now, looking at this number here, this is the trust factor with Google. These are essentially shout outs from outside resources, so like directories, blogs, websites. Essentially, they would have the website URL where a consumer can click at it and get directed back to the site. Now, looking at these numbers here and this number right here, these are pretty much on the low scale. Now, this is kind of like my plan of attack is what I focus on when trying to outrank competitors. By looking at these numbers, I feel that you would be able to outrank this website pretty easily, pretty quickly, given, again, that the numbers are pretty low, and get this traffic going to your site. So even a fraction of that would be amazing. I mean, that's a significant amount of traffic. So I hope you found this website. I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. But I hope you're having a wonderful day. Take care. Bye-bye.